Alright, welcome to this brief tutorial on beginning to put your model together. So you can see I already have my template already redrawn and ready to go. I'm going to need a few other things also before I get started. One, I'm going to need the hot glue gun so that I can glue the pieces together. I need a pen or pencil. I'm going to need a balsa wood stick to get started with, and also a piece of wax paper. Okay, so the wax paper, that's actually the first thing we're going to do. So I'm going to move some of this stuff over. We have to build our model on top of the wax paper so that it doesn't stick to our model and tear it up. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to lay the wax paper on the table and turn my template upside down so that I can tape it to the paper. So I have my tape here. I'm just going to tape the corners. Okay. And now I can flip it over, and you can easily still see your template through the wax paper, and then you can glue on top of it, and it'll pretty much, it won't stick as easy to it, and if it does tear it up, it just tears up the wax paper and you can always replace that. But your template is safe. Okay, so now I'm ready to begin. I have my balsa wood stick, and basically I'm just going to work from my template. So I'm going to place it right on top of my template that I have here. I'm going to take a pen and I'm going to mark the stick, and I always want to start probably with your longest stretch on your bridge. Most likely it'll be your bottom piece. Sometimes you have a truss that's underneath, so it might be somewhere in the middle. On mine here, it's the bottom piece. So I'm going to start with that one, and I'm just going to make a mark right there. Okay, the next thing I'm going to need is something to cut it with. So I'm going to grab my scissors. I can just pick it up now and I can just cut it. This stick's cut very easily. I can just cut it with the pair of scissors that's available. Okay, and then I'm going to lay it down next to my model. Okay, and then I'm just going to continue working from there. I can also do my top piece as well. That piece is also going to be a long piece here. So I'm going to set my stick down. Okay. The more careful you do this, the more precise, the better your bridge is going to be. And I'm just going to cut it. Okay. So those two are ready. I'm going to get another balsa wood stick. Okay. And I'm going to work from the edges now. And you can cut them at an angle to help them fit. You can always trim them afterwards. It's really versatile. Okay. All right, now that I have kind of some pieces that are ready to come together, I can take my hot glue gun. And this is where you want to try to be careful. Of course, you don't want to burn yourself, so use all your good hot glue safety tricks. Okay. And it doesn't take long for it to dry, but it does take a minute or two. Okay. And if you have help, you might have somebody hold it, and you can continue on. I'm just going to put a little glue down here as well. And sometimes you have to make adjustments while it's still, before it's dried. You can kind of move it around a little bit. Okay, and as long as you kind of get it started, you can always come back and put a little more glue on it if it's not staying. Okay, and then I'll probably come over here and do this side too, and then I can work all the interior pieces. That's usually the way I find works the best. Okay. Cut that piece, Come over here, lay it up against our template. And this piece was a little long, so you can always come back and trim it up a little bit. That fits better. Okay. Again, you do want to try to be careful. It's okay if it gets on the wax paper. That's what the wax paper's for. Now I'm going to start, and I might start from the middle. So when you're working here, it's going to go inside the two pieces. So you're not going to lay it on top. You're going to lay it right in between. Okay, so you want to measure it from here to the other interior space. Oop. And that one just flew away. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. There we go. All right. So I always put it in there to make sure it's fitting before I glue anything down. Okay. There we go. Okay. Make little adjustments before it dries. Easier to make it before it dries than after. Although it does, you can get the glue off. If you really make a mistake, you can get the glue off and redo it. All right, so I'm just going to continue working with my balsa wood stick, just doing the diagonals, you know, as it's laid out on the template underneath until I get to a finished side. This is one side of our bridge. Okay, so that's going to look like, when I finish, it should look like something like this. Okay. And you'll see, you'll probably have glue on one side, and really, because it was flat against the paper on the other side, there really won't be much glue, and that's good. That'll be the interior of your bridge, and you are going to add things to that to connect the two sides. So you do need to do two sides exactly the same. So if you have two templates, you both can work together. You both can work on one side, and then your partner work on another side, and have it go much faster. You can work from one, it'll just take a little bit longer. Once you've gotten both sides done, then you can come back for the next video where I show you how to put the bridge together.